Hello! In this video, we will get to the root of your role as an EL teacher or paraprofessional. We will look at different aspects of the roles of the EL team members and how specific areas might look similar or different for EL teachers and EL paraprofessionals. My name is Jessie Lodel, and I am a member of the EL Curriculum and Instruction team. There are different roles at each school to support English learners. Each plays a critical part in supporting English learners and their families. Let's take a quick look at each of the roles now. Based on state guidance, every school is required to have an EL coordinator regardless of the number of ELs the school has. The EL coordinator's role is mainly to facilitate communication and implementation of EL programming. We recommend that a dean serve the role as EL coordinator to optimize teacher and program support. However, certain responsibilities are often shared between the EL coordinator, EL teachers, and EL paraprofessionals. Based on EL population, some schools have one or more EL teachers. An EL teacher provides specialized instruction to develop students' English language proficiency through state EL standards. He or she provides student support in the classroom, in small groups, and/or individual student settings as determined by student need. In addition to this specific individualized instruction, the EL teacher assists general education classroom teachers with selection of appropriate curricula and the development of appropriate strategies to meet the unique needs of English learners. The EL teacher also communicates and collaborates with parents as partners in their child's education. Based on EL population, some schools also have one or more EL paraprofessionals. An EL paraprofessional works with the EL coordinator and EL teacher to provide specialized instruction to develop students' English language proficiency through state EL standards. He or she provides student support in the classroom, in small groups, and/or individual student settings as determined by student need. All of these people play a crucial role in the success of the EL program as a whole, and it is extremely important for them to develop a collaborative team. Today, we are going to dive into more details of both the EL teacher and EL paraprofessional role. However, we wanted you to know that there will also be an EL coordinator at your school to help oversee responsibilities. Now, let's take a look at the responsibilities of EL teachers and paraprofessionals when it comes to compliance tasks or program operations. Both EL teachers and paraprofessionals will be responsible for following state and federal guidelines for student identification and servicing. EL teachers will administer state language assessments for the purpose of evaluating students' progress in language development toward proficiency, while EL paraprofessionals will assist with the administration of these assessments. Both EL teachers and paraprofessionals will maintain complete and accurate records of students' progress and evidence of growth. Both EL teachers and paraprofessionals will contribute to the program improvement and development, though the EL teacher and coordinator may lead this endeavor. Finally, when there is more than one FTE, meaning that there's an EL teacher and an EL paraprofessional, the EL teacher will service the students with the highest language needs, and the paraprofessional will service students with lower language needs. Now let's shift to the responsibilities of EL teachers and paraprofessionals in instruction. As a reminder, there are 3 types of EL instructional services at NHA: core content support of ELs, or sheltered English immersion, co-teaching, and ELD, or English language development. Let's first take a look at planning and teaching as a whole, and then we will dive into specific types of instruction. EL teachers will develop and deliver lesson plans by utilizing a broad range of appropriate, differentiated techniques and strategies to promote language acquisition based on core content standards and state English language proficiency standards. EL paraprofessionals will work with the EL coordinator and/or teacher for support in planning and may utilize a simpler planning template. EL teachers will create individual learning targets in the language domains of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. EL paraprofessionals will work with the EL coordinator and/or teacher to develop language goals. EL teachers and paraprofessionals will both support English learners in meaningfully accessing the core curriculum. EL teachers and paraprofessionals will both perform ongoing, frequent, and specific formative and summative assessments to gauge student learning. ELD small group instruction is necessary for intensive to intermediate ELs, or students who have the highest language needs. EL teachers should utilize ELD small group instruction to service these students. This instruction should be intensively focused and purposefully designed to target student language needs. Paraprofessionals also can use ELD small group instruction with the support of a certified teacher. Co-teaching is another type of service you could provide students. Generally, co-teaching supports students at the intermediate and transitional levels, meaning that these students will have lower language needs. However, you could provide both co-teaching and ELD support to students with higher language needs. For EL teachers, the most important part of co-teaching is co-planning. It is important that both teachers communicate frequently and utilize both of their strengths to enhance instruction. This means that the content teacher is the expert on content and the EL teacher is the expert on language. Both teachers come together to determine how language can enhance content and content can enhance language. Co-teaching always occurs during core content instruction, though the teachers could use one of the co-teaching models to break the students into smaller groups to provide more intensive content and language support. EL paraprofessionals can also co-teach. This may look like intentional, pre-planned push-in support that occurs during independent or small group work time. There should be collaboration with the core content teacher to ensure their paraprofessional is prepared for instruction. With support, paraprofessionals could also do more of a co-teaching model. If teachers or paraprofessionals are interested in co-teaching, we recommend they participate in co-teaching professional development. If you are interested in using this instructional model at your school, please speak with your EL specialist. Now, let's shift to communication and what that looks like as a teacher and paraprofessional. Both teachers and paraprofessionals should communicate regularly with parents and school staff and participate in meetings. Let's look a little more deeply at each of these. Teachers should regularly communicate with parents and include them as active partners in their child's education. Your school may decide that paraprofessionals should also communicate with parents, or could leave that to the EL teacher and/or EL coordinator. The importance is that you communicate amongst your team to ensure that parent communication is happening. Don't forget that it is important to communicate with parents in the language they feel most comfortable speaking. NHA uses a translating service called Pacific Interpreters or Language Line. You can use this through the phone or on Google Meet. Each school has a unique access code to use this service. Christy Henders may send out emails to all schools with this information, or you can contact your EL specialist to get it. It is important for both EL teachers and EL paraprofessionals to communicate regularly with the school staff. This communication should be around advocating for students' needs, planning for instruction, keeping track of how students are doing in content classes, and intervening when necessary, supporting staff in language acquisition strategies or any other needs that arise at your school. The EL team at the school has expertise and important knowledge about student language needs, and it is crucial that this knowledge is shared with staff. Students spend so much more time in the content classroom during the course of the day than in the EL classroom. So it is important that all teachers see themselves as language teachers and feel comfortable with language acquisition strategies. Finally, it is important that teachers and paraprofessionals participate in any types of meetings as appropriate. This might include grade level team meetings, PLCs, data meetings, IEP meetings, and any other types of meetings to help student support. EL teachers and paraprofessionals may be able to provide critical information about students they serve and learn about how they can enhance their instructional strategies and connect to core content through these meetings. Finally, let's talk about professional development. The great thing is that professional development looks the same for both EL teachers and EL paraprofessionals. We want to develop all our teachers and paraprofessionals in content and language strategies and help grow you as professionals. This includes NTLP or New Teacher Learning Program, regionals, any school-based professional development, as well as any other professional development that we create. EL paraprofessionals are always welcome to join in and learn right alongside EL teachers. Additionally, we want all teachers and paraprofessionals to remain current on EL content and instructional strategies. Our EL specialists will help you with this, but you are always welcome to do research on your own and bring it to us also. One of the most important ways of doing this is by signing up for your state's EL listserv so that you can receive important information from the state. Let your EL specialist know if you need help doing this. There are so many amazing things happening in the world of EL, and we want everyone to stay up to date on the developments. Finally, we want all teachers and paraprofessionals to participate in coaching sessions with the CNI EL specialists and deans. Our goal is to grow all of you. We want to work in partnership with your dean to help grow you from wherever you are now to the next level. We are all a team, and our goal is your growth. That wraps us back around to our beliefs. Every teacher is a language teacher, collaboration is integral to student success, and small group instruction is intense and targeted to student need. A well-functioning EL team at the school level regularly carries out all of these beliefs. It is crucial that all roles that make up the EL team at a school, EL coordinator, EL teacher, and EL paraprofessional, collaborate to review student data, plan and execute instruction, communicate with all stakeholders, and participate in professional development to continue to grow. Each role plays a critical part in the EL team at the school as they support English learners and their families.